Sekiro Shadows Die Twice was a tour de force when it released in 2019, taking a completely new spin on FromSoft's formula. Now you can die twice. Stealth reigns supreme, and gone are dodge rolls and shields in favour of a rhythm action game of deflection and skill. But for years, the debate has raged on. Is Sekiro a Soulsborne game? I decided to figure this out once and for all by getting my boyfriend, Aion, to do a blind playthrough of the game from start to finish. The experiment was simple. If Sekiro truly is a Soulsborne game, then my boyfriend, who loves every FromSoft title except Dark Souls 2, should be able to adapt, overcome, and enjoy. I expected a bit of frustration here and there because Sekiro's combat has to click before you can fully immerse yourself in the experience, but most players eventually circle around to loving the game by the time the credits roll. And on top of that, Aion just isn't interested in ancient Japan, samurai, shinobi, or the like. The closest he'll get is watching Gintama, meaning he'll actively be playing a game that, on the surface, doesn't actually interest him beyond the FromSoft moniker. So, will my partner prove that Sekiro is in fact a Soulsborne game? Or will he ruin the branding of hundreds of Soulsborne YouTubers? We took 10 recording sessions to go from start to finish, and we're about to find out. I'm Billy S, and I made my boyfriend play Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Sekiro begins with a difficult choice. What language should the voice acting be? It booted up in English because that was the voice language I had played with over the years, but my boyfriend immediately vetoed that. He's subs, not dubs. Though given he's from Spain, there was a little extra temptation.
Spanish! Oh my god. I don't dare.
We're not doing it, but like...
I don't dare.
You wouldn't want to put my subscribers through Spanish.
I would, but like, it's more for me.
Sekiro starts you off at the abandoned reservoir, where you're tasked with rescuing your lord from the clutches of the castle. You stealth your way to him, then must carve your way to a hidden passage. This serves as a very light tutorial for basic combat and stealth mechanics. And Aion also gets introduced to a rather odd-looking enemy type.
What the fuck is that? You are enemy. Oh. What the fuck?
Oh, and I hope you weren't planning on enjoying the cutscenes at the start of the game, because Aion decided this was the perfect time to crunch on some fucking Pringles.
I could never stream with you. You would fucking eat Pringles the whole time.
I'm hungry. Wait. Makes it funnier. Oh, I know about this. Oh boy. I'm about to get my ass fucking kicked.
He then proceeded to get his ass kicked. Awakening at the dilapidated temple, we find ourselves alive and outfitted with the Shinobi prosthetic, which can be fitted with a variety of tools throughout the game, as well as acting like a grappling hook. AKA, if we didn't get our arm cut off, the game would not function. And before leaving the hub, we did have a chat with Hanbei, who we promptly faced and killed in battle.
We were supposed to be friends!
Yeah.
Oh my god! I did not expect that. What the fuck?
I just thought this was a cute moment. The early Ashina outskirts were all about learning the movement of the game and getting to grips with his new grapple, and he took to it like a fish to water, when the grapple prompts decided to cooperate, of course.
Yeah, wasn't it like a thing that I could like jump them or something?
Yes.
No! Up there. No! Up there! Thank you.
I think the toughest part of the game for Aion was managing his posture meter. I saw it a lot during his battle against the first mini-boss, but he was still getting to grips with the lack of stamina in the game, and because Sekiro doesn't really teach you that holding block will reduce your posture damage, it can be very easy to mismanage that resource and find yourself sliced to ribbons. And I could hear it in his voice when he finally succeeded, but he definitely found this first encounter to be quite challenging.
There you
Yay!
go. Your first mini-boss.
Dang.
From here, we settled into a rhythm of watching him explore each new little zone, feeling out the enemies and slowly making progress. It was hard going, as there were instances where he'd be overwhelmed by enemies and shot at from faraway gunmen, which was cute during this first session.
Okay, I'm assuming this is not how I'm supposed to do things! Where's the other gunman? Like... Ah! Oh. Oh my god! What was that? Oh.
Remember this beautiful laughter and optimism though when he's facing the 120th gank of the late game, dear viewers. During all of this, he got the bell from the old woman to access the Hirata estate, and began to explore this new zone. And while the main level, up to the Shinobi Hunter mini-boss went well, I do have to take a small tangent to talk about Aion's fear of the deep ocean and what lurks beneath. AKA, he didn't know if the treasure carps were friendly, and he didn't want to find out.
I'm a bit scared, actually.
Of the fish?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I will not test it. There's many. I don't like this. Oh, I can fight in the water. Okay. Yeah, no. Are they enemies? That's the thing. I don't know if they are enemies. No, fuck! I don't like that. No, shut up. I'm going to fight a fish. Okay, they don't attack me. But are they like water enemies? Well, I guess you can't tell me. No, never mind.
I mean, in a metaphorical way, everything that lives in the water is a water enemy to someone that doesn't live in the water.
I love this man and his fear of adorable fish. Now to deal with his hatred of Shinobi Hunter Enshin of Mycen. I did not pay him off to have similar critiques of Sekiro to myself, but we both did agree that the game is often at its best when you're in one-on-one combat. Scenarios where you have to pick enemies off person by person just aren't as appealing, especially in Enshin's case where it feels like anytime you sneak up and kill an enemy, you are seen by someone else, then chased, then killed, and then forced to do it all over again. Surprisingly though, Aion ended up beating this mini-boss in around 4 attempts, way less than most people I've seen, and yet...
There you go.
Fuck you, Jesus. That one is not coming back now.
No.
Good.
Quicker than most people take him out, to be honest.
Because I was fucking tired of him, so I had to be very aggressive with him.
That's the trick, being aggressive with him.
That groan. I've heard it many times over the years, and it loosely translates to, I have opinions. It's fine though, we took him out on this poor archer later in the level.
You have to start eating shit, like, right now. What the fuck?
I think he just threw dust in your face. He kicked like dust in your eyes.
Die, perish.
By the time we came to the end of our first session, I could tell my boyfriend was a little exhausted. Sekiro asks a lot of the player very early on, and it's such a different gameplay style to the rest of FromSoft's library that I'm impressed he got as far as he did without tapping out for the evening. This was going to be a slow burn, especially if the last comment was anything to go by.
Ah, God. Finally.
See, they timed it perfectly. Just as you were getting pissed off.
I was pissed off for a while.
But I expected this outcome. I told you all before, Aion is not the most interested in ancient Japanese aesthetics, so this was always going to be a tricky sell of a game, and I know it takes him a few sessions to get into it, but once he clicks with some games, he can be a better gamer than me, and you'll see that when he faces some of the major boss fights later in the video. But he's also someone that knows what he likes, and if a game does something he doesn't enjoy, he won't hide the fact. It's why I wanted this experiment in the first place. I need someone who isn't going to hold back on their thoughts, positive or negative. So far though, it doesn't feel like his Soulsborne experiences are translating to Sekiro, as much as he's just learning a new game entirely. The next day, Aion came back with a renewed vigour. We chose to ignore the latter half of Hirata Estate for now and instead focus on finishing the outskirts. He'd found himself frustrated at the end of the previous session, and we thought going back to the first area might be a better cure. The Chained Ogre only took 3 attempts, with Aion using the Flame Vent to great effect, and doing some pretty skilled deflects in the process. But he also had this to say right after.
Well done. Very clean.
I think making me go through the other map before this was a mistake. Not as in you, as in like they gave me the option so soon that I thought I kind of had to stop and go there.
Aion's main complaint is that he felt the game gives you access to the Hirata Estate memory too early, pivoting you off the main path. The game does hint via the information broker, as well as eavesdrop locations, that the Chained Ogre is weak to fire, and the shinobi tool that uses fire can only be found in the Hirata Estate level. So the developers want you to dip in there, grab the flame vent, then come back, with the Shinobi Hunter being a barrier that stops players from progressing too far into the Hirata Estate too early. But Aion's perspective is that if the level allows you to explore a good chunk of it before suddenly throwing Enshin of Myson and his insane difficulty spike at you, it should have just been held for after you beat the outskirt zone instead, so the difficulty could flow better. This is definitely a personal preference moment. Do you value the open-ended level design that can lead to difficulty imbalance, or would you rather have a more catered experience? I did bring up the similarities between this and the skeletons at Firelink Shrine in Dark Souls, but Aion's rebuttal was that the skeletons are at the very start of the optional path to the catacombs in Dark Souls, showcasing how difficult it was meant to be from moment zero, whereas the Hirata Estate lulls you in with a ton of low-level enemies in the first third. This debate rocked our household for a good 10 minutes, after which I ordered us a peace treaty doner kebab, and we got back to having fun. And me being a backseat gamer.
I think I don't have a choice.
You do.
Oh. Well, I'm going to assume you didn't tell me that.
Fuck, Billy, stop backseating. Do I have to include this in the video? Like this not only is this going to be a Sekiro playthrough for you, but this is also going to be me dealing with the fact that I am a backseat gamer, and sometimes I really can't help it, and I really should stop.
Yeah, bless Aion for putting up with me. I can be insufferable sometimes. I am learning to get better though. In lighter news, it's snake season.
Is this the place with the snake? Oh no, I think this is the place with the snake. I think that was the tremor. Oh. Huh. No. You don't see me.
He's baby. Don't be shy with your terror words. The microphone would love to hear them.
Oh no! What the fuck? What do you mean? Oh. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, I died.
Yeah, there was a little hut thing right there, right after the rock wall, that you can hide in.
This little shit thing. I wouldn't have thought like this was an option.
Oh shit, he's back. I didn't think he would come back.
I fucking hate you!
I didn't think he would come back. I've never tested this.
Trust my boyfriend to skip the palanquin altogether and find his own way to escape the snake chasm. He was terrified. There was so much footage of him being afraid to move in case the snake looked his way. It was glorious. He then got his revenge on me by utilizing his uncanny ability to look in exactly the worst places for footage, completely missing Gyobu emerging from the gatehouse when he reached the boss fight. It's a skill. Science needs to study it. He died. I made him turn the voice acting to English just to experience Gyobu's workroom entrance line, and we had some fun. This was his first proper boss, and the parry timings were already tricky, but add horseback to the mix, and Aion had to adapt.
For For some reason, I have a really hard time parrying him.
Mm-hmm. And on the third attempt, Gyobu went down. Well done.
Oh. Then the horse. I'm surprised with that one. Won't lie.
I told you, Aion's just better at these games than me. On my first playthrough, it took me more than 3 attempts to slay Gyobu, meanwhile he's out here doing it without even using the firecrackers, and he won by posture break. Surely there's nothing that can ruin this momentum.
Well.
For this session, our goal was to defeat the Blazing Bull and access Ashina Castle, and if we had time, dip back into the Hirata estate to take on Lady Butterfly. To start with, we had to overcome the guardian of the castle gatehouse, the Blazing Bull, who didn't disappoint in surprising my partner.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh! Shit!
This mini-boss is aggressive and very difficult if you don't have the firecrackers to boost up that posture bar. And yet Aion, with his ducking and weaving, defeated the creature on his second try. He's got them Spanish matador genes apparently. Exploring around Ashina Castle was an experience. He got gonged by the bellman, and rediscovered the Ashina Reservoir, getting into a fight with a 7 spears, where he was undone by unblockable attacks, leading to an interesting conversation. I feel it would be easier if, like, each of the 3 types of attacks that can show up like that, the grabs, the thrusts, and the sweeps, had a different indication.
Yeah, honestly. It's a bit shit otherwise, because, like, it could be, who knows.
But then it's also a case of, like, if you watch the boss's animation, it is possible to tell which one it's rearing up
I
for.
know, but, like, the indication, like, it's so, like, I don't know, it's so in your face that, like, it kind of, like, hides the animation a little to me.
Fair enough.
It distracts me.
No, I think that's honestly, I think that's a fair critique.
Please, for fuck's sake!
I actually think this is a fair critique. There is no reason for the game to not differentiate between grabs, thrusts, and sweeps, aside from the fact that it raises the difficulty by having the kanji always be the same. And when you're also having to think about the Makiri counter of it all as a new player, it can be extremely overwhelming, and it ultimately led to Aion having a negative impression.
I don't know, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I don't think I'm playing the game correctly right now. I don't know if I'm going the right way, I'm going the wrong way. I feel like everywhere I go, I'm underleveled. Then I don't feel good playing this, in that sense. If that's how I'm intended to feel, like, I don't know. I take forever to kill everything.
With no sense of direction on where he needed to go, bashing against walls and mini-bosses with the assumption that this is what the developers wanted, and just generally getting more frustrated, it was then the most unlucky of choices that he decided to return to the Hirata estate to deal with Juzo the Drunkard. This is one of the more annoying fights in the game, as if you want to face Juzo one-on-one, you have to go around stealthing all of his allies every single time you want a rematch. And Juzo is strong, has a poison spit, and can demolish new players with ease, making those rematches very frequent. That means spending like 3 minutes sneaking around the camp killing his cronies every time, which adds up. Is it no surprise that Aion just said fuck it and lost his patience?
Can you? Ooh!
I mean, I'm happy I'm hearing you laugh at least.
Yeah, but it's a bit of laugh of frustration, I'm not gonna lie.
No, I know, but I prefer when I can hear the laugh of frustration than, like, the silent, cold frustration. Juzo did go down in less than 5 attempts, but the damage was done. Everything this session seemed designed to annoy my partner, to where even the taste of victory couldn't abate the pain within.
Fuck you! Jesus!
He's probably one of my least favorite mini-bosses in the game, so...
My god!
Good job, good job. Genuinely proud of you on that one.
Thank you. If only meant anything.
I know.
Oh.
And this exhaustion continued to Lady Butterfly. Every bit of damage, every missed input was hitting 10 times harder mentally, yet the pattern continued. By the time Aion was able to defeat Lady Butterfly, he played a clean match, took down both her phases with clinical precision.
Fuck you!
That
there
was
we go.
so clean.
Oh. I mean, she was a cool boss.
Yeah,
admittedly.
no,
It's just that I carry the frustration of the whole
thing into her.
Yeah.
No.
And you hear that? He even said she was cool. Then he proceeded to take an entire week off.
Oh.
Our next session took us through the rest of Ashina Castle, cleaning up stuff that he couldn't beat last time, and ending with the climactic battle against Genichiro. This is an important moment in any Sekiro playthrough, as this is where the game tends to click for most players. And this was originally my pitch for this video, that Aion would play up to Genichiro Ashina, and he could choose to forfeit the rest of the run if he wasn't enjoying the game. So, would it click for Aion? Well...
Wow, fuck. Oh my god, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh no, I pressed the wrong one.
You just killed yourself.
Ah.
On the plus side, he got a sneaky death blow on the 7 Spears mini-boss and was then able to take him down on the first attempt of the session with a posture kill.
Ah. Yay!
There you go. First try.
Yeah.
On this new recording
Today.
session, yes.
Yeah.
Then we took a little trip down to our starting well, where Aion amusingly stood behind a lone shadow while the guy was reciting a monologue about our character. Until he wasn't.
What the fuck? What? What? I'm just...
Unironically, I think it is the funniest thing, Mikiri countering somebody's leg.
A little. I didn't expect that to happen, honestly.
Yeah.
I just kind of forgot that there were attacks I couldn't avoid.
The lone shadow was a great boost for Aion, as he found this mini-boss rather fun to fight, and after 5 attempts, he claimed his prayer bead.
GG.
Yes.
Very clean.
And we found one of my favorite sculptor's idols in the game.
Bottomless hole.
Same.
And of course, Aion gets to experience firsthand the icon that is the Woo Ninja.
I know you. Ah. I don't know anything else about you. I just know that.
He found the inner castle a bit of a nightmare, as the fast-attacking Ashina elites whooped his ass multiple times, and that's before he reached Jinsuke Saze.
Okay. Yes, the world is dying. I don't care. Oh my god. Really? You have to let me drink my fucking shit, really. I let you do your stupid pose. Let me drink. Oh my god. Wow, okay, well he's dead. He kept doing the same stupid attack, so I just parried it until he died.
That is the gimmick, yes. He has one attack, it's insanely strong, but if you counter it, his posture is nothing.
Okay, that's not fun though. I don't know. Fine?
Some people find it fun.
How?
Because it's a parry test.
You guys, leave a comment down below if you find Jinsuke Saze's parry test really fun, while Aion goes and kills this Bell Maiden.
She was waving her finger like, no, no, no.
Finally, we reach Genichiro Ashina himself, where, I'm not even kidding, Aion was able to get him to the Way of Tomoe phase on his very first attempt.
Oh. It's over.
can resurrect.
Oh no, right. Oh.
Yeah.
Now it's over.
Yeah.
I'll give something to the game that I think maybe like the really intended way or something.
Mm-hmm.
When things go well, they go really fast.
Yes.
Really impressively. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
That is fully intentional.
Yeah. But unless that happens, it kind of feels like I'm just like a small loser. Like.
G fucking G. That was clean.
Oh.
So that was, I think, what, attempt 4?
I don't know. 4 or 5?
Either way, that's impressive as fuck. Like, you may not be vibing with the game, but you're good at it, which is really weird. Or at least you're good in the boss fights, I should say.
I get, because again...
They're the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels good to fight against one thing when the system is good against one thing.
Yeah.
Which I understand is hard to program a whole game around that concept.
Yeah.
When you have like a whole like Dark Souls behind you and all that, so you kind of have to put enemies everywhere, but like... I don't know, I genuinely think it would be better if it was like more of a Shadow of the Colossus kind of situation where like the enemies are maybe not that many, but whenever you fight one, it's kind of like its own thing.
And so the game did not click with Aion during the Genichiro fight. As I said earlier, this was where I planned to end the experiment. My idea was to have him play up to Genichiro, and then it's completely up to him whether he wants to continue or not. And to my genuine surprise, he chose to keep going. Half a month later. I'm gonna start the recording.
That's the start.
No.
You have to put that in the video now.
Our 5th session saw us venturing to Senpo Temple on Mount Kongo, one of my favourite areas in Sekiro. I was really excited to see just how Aion would react and whether this solitary mountain monastery would actually pique his interest. But first, he has to go through the abandoned dungeon where the jumpy little bugs activated his orthopterophobia. That's a fear of grasshoppers.
Ah! I hate this! Ah! This is equivalent of me fighting spiders. Ah!
Oh, they do jump.
Parry the fucking things.
Emerging into Senpo Temple, the gamer brain takes hold for a bit and he tries to discover the progress path versus optional content. This is a bit of a habit we both have with a lot of the games we play, where we want to know the progress path so we can choose when to go down it. Blame games when you miss out on stuff by progressing too far, they put the fear of God in us. Eventually, he realized the optional path was pretty small though, and we began journeying through Monktown, where his stealth skills became very Scooby-Doo-esque.
Oh god. Ah! Yeah, maybe now's the time. Okay, yeah, that's a good skill.
I also got to see his reaction to the Naginata monks, which was everything I wanted and more.
He found you. Oh, it was a different one.
What?
There was one on the bridge up there that I think must have...
Oh no! Okay. You don't parry me.
He's being nice. I think you broke his AI. Oh my fucking god. Huh.
Well...
I swear I'm afraid of them for a reason.
But now we come to a famous mini-boss, the Armored Warrior. I was completely silent here because I wanted to see if Aion could figure out the gimmick himself. I thought there was a good chance he could manage it, but it was tougher than I expected. Ultimately, I had to start giving cryptic hints, which I think pissed Aion off even more, such as, what is a Soulsborne player's worst enemy? He then asked for a second hint and I hit him with, what's the best song in Wicked? Had we done this recently, instead of earlier this year, I could have also said, what's the name of a banger Has-Been Hotel Season 2 song? And the answer to all of these, of course, is Gravity. It's a shame then that the fight failed to impact him, as he again reiterated that this was not a game that he clicked with, even if he wanted to try and finish it.
I mean, I get it. It's just not really satisfying for me, I guess.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Chat, I think he hates this game.
I don't enjoy it a lot, no. I mean, I'll play it, and I'm not gonna be like a hater, like, oh my gosh, it's the worst game ever. Like, I don't do that. But I like being honest about what I enjoy and when I don't. And I think I've been clear from almost the beginning. This does not click with me too well. Which is fine. I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's clearly not for me.
Really didn't help matters that the next major fight was the folding screen monkeys, and if you thought he was confused by Sekiro before, I think this puzzle might have broken him for a few days. You have to kill the folding screen monkeys.
What?
You have to kill the folding screen monkeys. Isn't it obvious? Doesn't this make complete sense to you? 3 monkeys, 1 panel is empty. That's your hint. Doesn't that make so much sense?
Shut up. Stop talking.
Yeah, as you can see, I was very helpful. And in true folding screen monkeys fashion, the puzzle element gave way to a monkey see, monkey do chase mentality. Here are the highlights.
Oh, this is the one that fucking makes noise. Perish. What? Did I kill one by accident?
Yes.
How?
Because there's one that's always invisible that follows you from the very beginning of the...
Are you fucking kidding me? So I could have not known about that one, fucker.
Yeah, it's Shizaru, the white monkey, do no evil.
That's the one that can hear me, I guess.
That is hear no evil, yes.
So I have to take him to the fucking... Leave me alone, leave me alone! Just run away, go to the thing. Not that direction, you stupid monkey.
Oh shit, the purple one's here too. Well.
I'm glad that they're not even trying.
That was convenient.
Die! Die!
Yay!
Oh! Christ.
You did it, wasn't that such a fun puzzle?
Oh, shut the fuck up. No, I won't. No.
With the monkeys not forgiven, we collect the mortal blade from the child of the rejuvenating waters, and we make it to the halfway point of the experiment. It's gone about as well as I'd expected. Some muted reactions to aspects of the game that we enjoy, but I saw this coming. What I couldn't have seen though, was that the next time we played, Aion was about to make a discovery. The Sunken Valley is an area that highlights Sekiro's parkour and platforming. It is the antithesis of Soulsborne values, and perhaps that's why today, Aion had fun? And after a lot of thought, we finally got to the bottom of why Aion isn't the biggest fan of Sekiro's deflection system. Take a listen.
Okay, so like when you fight a boss, the strategy is like keep perfect parrying and like for that time hitting the enemy, so like the poster bar keeps going up, right? And when it goes up, you kill it.
Yes.
I don't like that. I would prefer it if it was easier to fill, and when it fills, I do like a big attack, but it does like some chunk of damage.
But it doesn't kill it.
Exactly.
This, of course, comes down to player preference. I personally love the death blow mechanic in Sekiro, as learning to fully fill the posture bar quickly and get that single fatal blow just fills me with excitement. Whereas the system Aion is describing is exactly like the one from Lies of P, where your parries build up posture damage and, after doing a heavy attack at the right time, you then get to punish for some health with a massive riposte. They're both parry systems, but with completely different goals. One which creates an ebb and flow throughout the fight, and one which ends the fight in quick fashion. And it just so happens that Aion prefers the roller coaster. This was a big breakthrough moment, and only further emphasized just how outside the Soulsborne formula Sekiro truly is. Into the Sunken Valley, Aion's confidence began to show as he realized he was getting better at traversal and the game as a whole. Shame he didn't know about all the guns, though.
Alright, well. Fair enough. Woo!
Oh yeah, there are multiple.
Oh!
There are multiple.
Yeah, but that one is shotgun. Ah!
Multiple men and they have guns.
I
also got to see him absolutely demolish the Snake Eyes mini-boss, which blew my mind as I consider them to be some of the toughest fights in the game. Holy
fuck?
Hmm?
No, I'm just impressed.
What?
That fucker usually, like, is like a newbie killer. Like, most people, like, are there for, like, a half hour at least.
I don't want to sound like an asshole. But why?
Bro just roasted me. I can't come back from this. Speaking of snakes though, how about that bridge after the locked doorpost gun fort?
Bitch. I knew it. I don't know why. I didn't know if it would show up again. But this just gave me like flashbacks like, oh no. Oh no. I hate this. I hate this. I actually hate this. I cannot get away, right?
Well, he's guarding the way out.
Oh! What? Is it attacking me? Fuck! Fuck you.
Wasted all your spirit emblems.
I don't care. Don't run away, bitch. Fuck you.
Wow, was that 40 experience worth it?
Yes.
I really did forget about those angry fish, so I decided to give Aion a little apology gift by leading him through the back door of Senpo Temple so he could kill the giant snake. He was never going to find this on his own, and I think giving him those little victories really helps to put him in a good mindset for the rest of the game.
I missed. Take two.
First try.
He tortured an innocent group of monkeys who were just hanging out, then proceeded to reach one of Sekiro's most well-known bosses who lurked just beyond the horizon.
Oh, I think I recognize this place. I think this is the big monkey.
What would give you that idea?
Ah, there it is.
Is it the big monkey?
The Guardian Ape is a fascinating boss. Its raging sweeps and hard-hitting flails are such a stark contrast from the last boss involving monkeys, and I couldn't help wondering if Aion was using the ape as a way to vent his frustrations from the earlier puzzle boss. What really surprised me though is just how quickly he adapted to the Guardian Ape's moveset. My partner is a patient man when he wants to be, and his method of learning movesets and finding the right moves to punish or deflect worked an absolute treat here. So much so that the Guardian Ape went down on his very first attempt.
Yeah. But I said I know the monkey.
No, you won.
No, I did not.
No, you won. It says Shinobi Execution.
I did not.
It says
I know
Shinobi
the monkey.
Execution.
I know the monkey. Get up.
Oh my god, who could have predicted that?
Yeah, he already knew the twist. He even managed to get a decent Phase 2 attempt before going down. But I could see Aion was in the zone here. This was one of the first boss fights in the game where that excitement was beginning to build within him. He was, as the kids would say, 6'7". Having fun. And on his third attempt, and only the second time he reached Phase 2, he managed this.
What? I think it's because I parried that. Oh. Oh wait, I can come back. I think I did it.
Yeah,
Woo!
there you go.
Woo!
What an absolute beast my boyfriend is, and the perfect boss fight to ignite a spark in Aion for Sekiro. But like Final 4 firemaking in CBS's hit reality TV show Survivor, a spark isn't enough to create a flame. You have to nurture it. So the question becomes, does Aion's spark catch light, or does he smother the blossoming flame into smoke? And what better way to test his resolve than by forcing him to refight the boss he'd just enjoyed, but worse in every way imaginable.
Oh fuck. There is another one.
Oh, it's not another one, it's the same one.
What do you mean? I
Well,
killed it.
You killed it with your normal sword.
Are you fucking
You
serious?
didn't kill it with the mortal blade.
What? That's so stupid. Not there.
And Anyway, enjoy the worst fight in the game.
No. No. My ass, eat my fucking ass. My entire ass.
I wish I could.
Not you. Alright, it's over.
Yay!
Now for real, please fucking use your good sword. Don't be stupid.
Now it's dead.
Oh, that's so stupid. But at least they gave me 2 prayer beads.
If they didn't give Aion the extra memory or prayer bead for winning this fight, it would have definitely soured his mood. Again. Luckily, the seduction of power and my curt advice to firecracker spam helped him through the tough situation, and with our time winding down, he left us with this.
I'm satisfied. I'm gonna feel like an asshole if I end up liking the game by the end of it.
It happens with a lot of people.
I know, but I've been so fucking harsh, and now I'm worried that if I play it again, I'm gonna be like, oh no, now it clicks, and it's gonna be like, ugh.
That's down to you to figure out at some point in the future.
I know. It's just like, I guess I'm understanding more how to like block things and everything.
Yeah.
But I do suspect it may have to do with the fact that they are planning their levels better, same with the enemies normally. Because I do feel like the beginning of the game is a lot like, oh, have 8 enemies with 3 mini bosses together, and fuck you.
Yeah.
And
Let's see if that ages well, shall we? Stepping into a misty forest, this next session begins with us needing to find the hidden Mibu village, but not before Aion immediately aggroes some innocent chickens.
I knew they were gonna follow me. I fucking...
They wanted to
They
hug.
deserve it.
They wanted
No.
a hug.
And soon after, we found ourselves in the spell of one of the toughest enemies in the Soulsborne series, a creature who coats the forest in a thick mist that ensures only the most observant can escape. They even have a drunkard on their payroll with his monkey friends, but none can measure up to the strength of the terror that is the Mist Noble.
It's time for one of the most infamous bosses.
Shit. I have to healing.
It's really difficult. It's really difficult, that one. I'm glad you got that death blow. That's really hard.
I mean, I know you're...
He's so difficult. Oh my god. The skills. Your skills.
No, there's something wrong here.
The skill that you just displayed will be remembered for generations. That was the Mist Noble.
What?
That was the Mist Noble. Everybody's favourite boss, the Mist Noble.
Oh.
Recounting this story to Aion while editing this video, his only words were that he was clearly iconic while I was gaslighting him, and I'm so happy I've trained him so well. Mibu Village started well enough. Most of the enemies here are fairly fragile, despite their ability to respawn, and the path to the next idol wasn't very far. I mostly was tuned out at this point, letting Aion enjoy the experience while I had my own entertainment.
While he's slaying in Sekiro, I'm slaying on RuPaul's Drag Race Match 3. Hit the slay button
Equally
today.
as hard.
Honestly. And I'm watching an ad for Gossip Harbour. Because if I do that, I get double lipstick. Which lets me buy Trixie Mattel gear.
The best armor.
I had no choice to look back though when the sound of multiple perilous attacks and Aion's pained cries reminded me that Mibu Village's enemies have a funny little gimmick of popping out of the ground.
No. No. No! Jesus.
A few murdered villagers and a raided shrine later, Aion took on Orin, one of the more in-depth mini-bosses that Sekiro has to offer, and his mastery of the head bounce led to a quick one-shot kill. It was seriously impressive to watch, and gave me confidence that he'd be able to bring that same energy to the corrupted monk just up the hill, and in just 3 attempts, the corrupted monk went down in an impressive flurry of deflects. No snap seeds required. Naturally, the winning attempt happened when I was taking the trash out, so I completely missed it.
I beat her.
You did it!
Yay.
Oh my goodness.
Yay.
How did it feel?
It was fine, yeah.
And then I had to run out a few more seconds because I really needed an energy drink, and so...
God, now I'm Billy S. Now I have the channel until he comes back. Oh my god. I have to edit many videos. Shit. I'd rather be a teacher, honestly. Just know how to... I know how to handle kids, but not like million of people like literally watching everything I do in a game. I rested already, so I just have to travel back. Oh, I can't. What? Why?
Oh no, what's going on?
I tried to talk with the boy and I can't teleport, so yeah.
What's happening? That's not normal.
Uh-huh.
Ah, bless him, assuming millions of people watch my videos. With a successful victory in hand and the ability to swim through water, it's time to reclimb Ashina Castle, taking on mini-bosses such as the Chained Ogre, while making our way back up to the dojo level.
Who are you? Oh no. Oh no! Why are they... What the fuck? Do people like this one?
No.
Okay.
Aion very quickly discovered he could deathblow the second lone shadow in this fight, and thus a simple battle with Vile Hand remained, one that, while it lasted a few minutes, ended in his victory. With a useful Sculptor's Idol, we're able to quickly reach the rooftop where it's revealed that Owl, our adoptive father, is still alive. He wants Kuro's power for himself and asks us to forsake the Iron Code. And in Sekiro, this is a pivotal moment. Picking the first option locks the player into the Shura ending, the bad timeline where everything goes up in flames. For the purposes of this playthrough, we chose the good option, and thus our father tries to dispose of us, and Aion gets to enjoy what became his favourite boss fight in the game. Owl is a trickster, a shinobi through and through, mixing the brute strength of his sword with the subtle dangers of his shuriken, and bombs that cancel out your healing. It's a brutal fight, but hard work and skilled play can see you to the first death blow, which reveals...
Okay, but... Ow. Could I have ended it?
No, but you can attack him and he'll be like, "Ah, you're so smart."
Now, Owl throws out poison with most of his combos, cutting off certain moves from being punished, while opening up others to retaliation. And by god, Aion came so close to getting a first try kill. It didn't work out that way, but I was so damn proud watching his gameplay.
Oh. But in a way, like, I'm happy that he lost this one because I'm genuinely liking the fight.
And when Aion finally brought Owl to his knees, it felt like we'd reached the pinnacle of his Sekiro experience. It all came together and clicked to deliver Owl's head on a silver platter, and this victory was the result.
Nice.
Yay. Whew. This one was fun. I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
This may have been my favorite fight so far.
But you know what they say, once you reach the peak, you can only go down from there. While the latter half of Sekiro has some of the best bosses in the game, Owl Father, Demon of Hatred, Ishin the Sword Saint, there's no denying that you have to deal with a lot of less exciting stuff to get there. From running around for 15 minutes trying to unlock the revisit to the Hirata estate, to the rematch against Juzo the Drunkard that forces you to also face off against a lone shadow at the same time, I knew these were moments that Aion wasn't going to enjoy. It didn't help that he was trying to use the Vault Over skill that allows Wolf to leap behind an enemy to perform a backstab, only for that skill to consistently do the leap, but never leave Wolf in a position where the backstab was quickly possible. He'd always be facing the other way, or towards a different enemy, and by the time Aion readjusted the camera, it was already too late to take advantage. It drove Aion up the wall, and combined with the Juzo refight, any goodwill that he had developed in the last 2 sessions with the game went out the window, and my dear viewers, it never recovered. And I experienced what I consider to be peak gamer rage, that upon rewatching it months later, Aion was laughing his fucking ass off. Enjoy.
Alright. Useless fucking skill, Jesus. What is the fucking point of giving like, oh, jump over them, if then it doesn't let me do it? I don't know, am I bad?
No, I just don't think anyone ever
That
used
is bullshit.
No, it's just that no one ever used that skill.
That's not a fucking excuse. What's the point? Did they really not think about it? They made 5 games before this one.
Yeah, but this is a different type of game.
I don't give a fuck. Think about it. Don't be fucking lazy.
I'm sure there are...
Oh, they were fucking lazy with that.
I'm sure there are niche case uses. I'm sure there are.
But you cannot do it. It aims to the next person. If there's no next person, it also doesn't aim for him. So you have to manually look for the weak point. I'm dead.
He managed to beat Juzo, only to die to a shinobi hunter and some archers while trying to reach the final idol of the estate. And after making it through on the next go, we had a little chat about the Hirata estate revisits level design.
It's so fucking cruel for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely speechless. I think that's bad.
I mean, I think this is a badly designed area, I would say that.
Twice! It was the second time.
I like the first version. The first version is fairer, the fights
That's
are
your
easier.
opinion, that's fine. But this is my video now. It's my opinion that matters, not yours.
Nobody knows how to laugh at themselves more than Aion. I've been in critical fear of posting this video because I know how toxic certain aspects of the Sekiro fanbase can be. There's this mindset where players aren't allowed to get frustrated or vent about the game. And then here's Aion with the Billy, it's funny, keep it in energy that I absolutely adore. I love this man. And you can't even say he's bad at the game because he's 1, 2, and 3-shotting a majority of the boss fights. He's an icon, ladies and gentlemen. To prove it, he then decided to take on the Owl Father boss fight earlier than intended. It's considered one of the toughest fights in the game, and you want to get as many prayer beads and memories as possible to boost your stats. Aion said, nah, and proceeded to take him down for a whole hour because, in his words, he knew he could beat him.
I think I have to talk. I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. I'm sorry, do I have to be a specific distance to talk with Papa?
Yes.
For fuck's sake.
He doesn't like it when you get close.
Oh. So they're reusing the boss that I like. Oh.
This is Owl, in brackets, Father, which many consider to be one of the best fights in the game.
We'll see about that. He's probably good, but like I'm busy right now. Ah! Ah! What the fuck? What? Fuck. Ah!
That was such a fucking good phase 2 though, holy shit. I genuinely, for a moment, I was like, oh my god, he could actually do this first, like phase 2 first try.
I didn't have enough healing. Oh, fuck. Ah.
Almost though, almost.
Okay, but I understand. Yeah, I see an opening there.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely sure if I wasn't like under level, then I could like withstand a couple more attacks.
Yeah,
this guy would be dead already.
No, you can kill him. Let's fucking go!
Oh my god!
Let's go!
Oh. Oh.
There you go.
I almost miss it. I didn't think I was there. I think I like the other one more.
Yes! Someone with taste! So not only does he beat Owl Father in less than an hour, but he also feels that Great Shinobi Owl is the more fun boss fight. I knew I loved him for a reason. With Owl Father defeated, all that's left is to complete the Fountainhead Palace, beat one last optional boss, and then finish the game. So let's catch a lift, shall we? Did you not predict that you'd be picked up by a giant eldritch rope abomination?
Did he get tired? Like,
is he pee? This was the only way to reach Fountainhead Palace. There couldn't possibly be any other form of transportation.
Alright.
Before you can enter the Fountainhead Palace, there is an entry requirement, the defeat of the Corrupted Monk and all 3 of her phases. This was a fight that Aion already excelled at earlier in the playthrough, and that didn't change here. 3 attempts and the monk fell. Nothing too crazy happening here beyond Aion actually experiencing the boss's phase 2, as most people tend to skip that segment with the tree branch death blow method. Then it's down to Fountainhead. This was a fairly quiet end to the session, with Aion getting hit by a faraway thunderbolt, then sneaking his way through the compound of old vigor-stealing nobles. By the time he reached the next idol and the end of the session, he hit me with the old...
I did not enjoy that in the slightest.
I just don't think this game's stealth is your cup of tea.
No. Oh! So there is a water enemy.
Our penultimate session starts with Aion getting harassed by the Fountainhead guards. They kicked footballs at him. They ambushed him. They bullied him so hard that I was going back to my original footage just to see if my experience was any different. It was wild, Monet.
What do you mean? It just knew over there. It wasn't supposed to, but it just knew. Bitch. Can you not fall? God, a feather touches him and he's like, oh, I must fall.
Eventually, he just rushed the next idol, which he hates doing by the way, and took out Shizu so he could explore the waters at his leisure. And remember how he doesn't like underwater spaces? Tee.
Jump off! God! Oh. 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 I hear noises. This has a little bit of like morbid curiosity for me. What do you mean headless? What are you talking about? What the fuck? Ooh! Uh-oh. Oh no! Ah! Leave me alone! I'm not that tasty, fuck off. No. Ah! Can I fight it?
No. Like, you can hurt it, it will not kill it.
Then what's the point? Stupid fish. Ah! Oh, God. That is terrifying! Ugh! You don't have eyes. You cannot see me. How the fuck are you noticing me? Fuck it. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Ah!
And you're safe.
I'm a slow boy who analyzes everything too much.
With the majority of the palace conquered, it's finally time for Sekiro and my boyfriend to face off against the Divine Dragon and earn the tears needed for the final ritual of the game. It'd be a shame if a single enemy kept him preoccupied on the final stretch.
God. Can you fucking come here? Oh! Stop being quirky!
Did you say stop being quirky?
Yeah! It's being funny and whimsical and shit. And it's like, let me fucking hit you. Stop!
Stop being funny and whimsical.
I mean, people are gonna hate me, but at least you're gonna show these little clips and they're gonna be like, at least it's funny.
Yeah. Well, that's up to the people.
Reaching the top of the mountain, the Divine Dragon is a spectacle fight that sees you lightning reversaling the house down boots, so you can cut the dragon's tear ducts and steal those salty, salty gamer tears. Aion died once as he didn't understand the mechanics of the second phase, failing to notice the lightning sparks on the various branches that appear. But on his second run, things went smoother, the dragon went down, and we reappeared in Ashina Castle, and Ishin finally died of old age. Oh well, I'm sure that won't have any consequences in our final session. All that's left now is one optional fight and the final boss. So let's start with the Demon of Hatred, a boss found after returning to the start of the Ashina outskirts. Aion made the executive decision to not run the Flame Umbrella for this fight, citing that he didn't want to learn a new tool after getting so used to his current setup. So I sat back and watched the fireworks. For the most part, he was locked in for this encounter. Not much chatter beyond the occasional what the fuck when he got clipped by stray fireballs, or a grumble or 5 when a move got him. This was the longest fight for him in the game, as by the end of session 9, he still hadn't clinched a victory despite getting him all the way to the 3rd phase, even coming so very close.
No! No!
Oh, that's actually heartbreaking. I was tempted to say maybe like 15 seconds before, pop a pellet just to be safe.
It would not have mattered, that would have killed me anyway.
I did not expect to come back in and you would be on the final fucking phase, and you would be 2 hits away from
Oh, I can kill this fuck.
Yes, you can. I'm very proud of you.
But that would have to wait for our final session. Just before recording, Aion told me this. Regardless of what happened, this was the last session of Sekiro for him. We were so close to the end game that he'd experienced all he needed to experience, and whether it ended in victory or defeat, this game was done. First up, he needed to finish off the Demon of Hatred, so let's watch, shall we?
Whoa, what? You've never done that, motherfucker! Why is he improvising now? What the fuck? He's never done that before! He does that when I'm like mid-range, yeah, obviously, but not like after doing this. Yes!
GG.
Oh! Oh my god! You're very welcome.
Again, the fact that Aion did this fight without the flame umbrella was one thing, but watching his tenacity be rewarded with a well-fought victory is such a sweet way to start the session. Demon of Hatred tends to have the toughest moveset in terms of consistency, at least in my opinion, and overcoming that is no small task. His reward? A gank mini-boss with a 7 spears in his pal, which Aion of course loved for its perfect balance and attention to detail. Who am I kidding? He fucking hated it!
You're gonna make them love this fucking game!
Do you want to know a little secret?
What?
It's optional.
Okay. Well, let them kill me and then I'll ignore it forever. How do I ignore it?
You literally, like, you walk down the stairs, you turn to the left, because the secret passage is, like, in that left area,
Cool.
and they can't follow you.
Okay, great. I think that's the worst thing of this game. Like, out of, like, all of the Souls-like games and everything, I've never run out from a fight. I have never done it.
But this one's finally broken you.
Yeah, no, I cannot be fucking bothered. Genuinely.
He's not joking, by the way. He prides himself on fighting everything and anything that comes his way in every other Souls game. Running between bonfires was never his style. It's like Aion himself has an aggro range, and if enemies step into it, that's their problem. But Sekiro had multiple encounters that broke this pattern, and for Aion, it left him feeling unfulfilled and frustrated at the thought. The perfect mentality for the final boss of the game, right? Genichiro Ashina appears to take Kuro's power once more, and with his own mortal blade, we have to take him down and finish this quest, and... Oh no. Aion died to Genichiro. Oh, this is gonna be a long fight. On the next attempt, he was able to beat him, leading to one of my favourite cutscenes and boss introductions, and all Aion could muster was an...
What? What? So, but he's the
That's the old man.
the one that I gave
That's
sake.
That's Ishin, yeah.
But woo woo. What are you doing now? Okay. What? He has a gun! That didn't exist! Can't parry bullets. What? Oh my god! Oh, I can parry bullets, okay. Oh! No, a gun is defeat.
So,
Okay, what the fuck?
Ishin coming back from the underworld thanks to the evil mortal blade, only to spend his evening blowing my boyfriend with every bullet he could muster, is the stuff of legends. What followed though was a heartbreaking 25 minutes where Aion failed to even make it past the Genichiro portion of the fight. In that moment, he was tired, frustrated, and I think he just wanted to finish the game. And looking back months later, we both agree he just wasn't in the right headspace to keep attempting the fight. But we also knew that if he chose to leave it there, he would never go back. So we just had to let the frustration run its course and hope that Aion could muster up the courage to finish Ishin off. Even if he had one moment where he actually set the controller down.
I cannot play anymore. I cannot play anymore! Die. If I stop, I'm never going to play it again. That's my problem. I don't want to do this tomorrow. Ugh.
One thing that will help you just in general in his fight is that...
Parry? No, I'm not telling you to use. It's more of a thing against me.
The advice I then proceeded to give him was pretty simple. The arena is very open, and running away from the boss's combos is a valid strategy, one that works insanely well when you need to make distance to heal once he brings out his spear. And lo and behold, just 6 attempts later, my advice worked out. GG.
Ah!
GG.
Ah!
I'm coming back over. There you go. I saw that three lightning reverse.
I know!
That is impressive.
He just decided to spam that and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
my god, I'm winning because of he...
I mean, I think it's very fitting that for a game that you, I think, have landed on the you probably will not play again.
Not ever again.
Pick the second option.
This one.
That's the one that we kind of worked towards.
Right.
I think it's very fitting that you're picking the ending where you fucking kill yourself.
Uh-huh.
At the start of the video, I asked the question, is Sekiro truly a Soulsborne game? And can a Soulsborne fan who's never played Sekiro come to love it based on their experience with other FromSoft games? It of course depends on the player, but in regards to Aion specifically, the answer is a resounding no. Sekiro's combat system and stealth systems are so different to anything else in FromSoft's modern library, and no amount of Souls knowledge could have prepared Aion for the roller coaster he experienced. He had ups, and the moments he enjoyed he absolutely loved. But he had so many more downs where the game wasn't clicking, the enemy setups drove him mad, and the stealth brought him to insanity. I salute him for finishing Sekiro. I gave him so many opportunities between sessions to back out, and it would be completely fine, no judgment. But he pushed on. And he's good at the game, that's the craziest part. Most of the bosses he demolished with ease, the only few that he took a while being the hardest ones in the endgame, and even then, he did them with less cheese than I would. He played Sekiro better than I did on my first playthrough, and that is no small feat. I hope any Sekiro fans out there can see that Aion really did give this game his full attention. He tried so hard. And as you're about to hear, he doesn't think it's a bad game, it just isn't a game for him. Aion, take it away for the final time.
I want to be fair, and as I mentioned many fucking times to the point of probably being annoying, I am fully aware this game is not for me. I completely understand. I've just never felt more defeated. I just feel like, God, it's over, thank fuck.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sure it was a journey. I have no idea how I've edited it.
Oh god.
Or what the script is, but I know that
I'm so afraid of me.
I'm also
so afraid of me.
I'm quite afraid of you as well.
But I do think this will be the most interesting, like, video on YouTube of new person plays Sekiro, because most people come out of it being like, oh my god, it's an amazing game, and you really are the opposite.
I fucking hate it!
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to parry that subscribe button, or maybe deflect it, I don't know.
But do it right!
Do it right, yeah, parry it correctly to stay up to date on all my future videos. Massive shout out to my YouTube channel members for supporting me for another month. I wouldn't blame you if you stopped supporting me after watching this
No,
video.
please don't do that.
Please
It's my fault, it's not his fault.
Please keep supporting us, we need your money. Thank you, Aion, for taking multiple months out of your
out of my life.
Out of your life to play Sekiro, and I promise that next time I will let you play a better game.
It's not...
Sorry, not a better game.
Yeah.
A game that I know you will enjoy.
There we go, yeah, yeah.
Final words?
I already said it.
No, because I was wondering if you were going to do... Because in the Elden Ring video, you went like, haha funny at the end or something. And I was wondering if you had any beautiful...
I'm too depressed. No! End it!